I loved you so since you were a child. I've cared for you.
My name is Joe. These are just opinions. I am JOEpinionated. Today on 10 Best, we're talking about the 10 best songs from Ween's second album, The Pod. Ween from New Hope, Pennsylvania, Dave Drywitz, Glenn McClellan, Claude Coleman, Gene and Dean. Ween. Mentioned in the first video, live Ween is where it's at. A lot of these songs might sound super obnoxious on the album, and The Pod being a good example of that. When you hear them played live, they're all song. They're all very palatable. Ween lets you record their shows live. There's tons of incredible concerts out there floating around on YouTube. I suggest you check those out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on this. We're going through all the Ween albums, and I will be doing a Ween top 50 songs of all time. There's plenty of B-sides on that. Songs that didn't make their albums. I think that Ween has one of the deepest collections of B-sides and unreleased material. Today we're talking about The Pod. The Pod is named after an apartment that Dean and Gene shared when they released this. I think they were like around 19, 20 years old. They were sick. I think in the picture there, that's the guy from the Rollins band, and also on my shirt today. And that's a recreation of a Leonard Cohen album cover. Both of them had mono, but one of them definitely had mono. I'm pretty sure Diener did. And they were living in this apartment coined The Pod. I believe they used a drum machine on this album, a few drum machine songs, but Dean Ween has talked about it as being out of necessity. This is also recorded on a 4-track recorder. It's lo-fi, but a ton of great tracks on this album, start to finish, full of bangers. Punk rock, very muddy, dirty sound on this album. Live, once again, I prefer every song live when it comes to Ween. Let's get into it. Top 10, the 10 best from The Pod, according to me, JOEpinionated. Put your lists below and tell me what I got wrong. Number 10, off The Pod, I'm going with Awesome Sound. Got an awesome sound going down. Got a pork roll, egg, cheese, and bacon. I was in Philadelphia earlier this year, and I got to have some pork rolls, they're Taylor hams or pork rolls, which is like a fried bologna sandwich with cheese and eggs. Damn good. Very, very good. I loved them. I can't get pork roll here on the west coast of Canada that I'm aware of, or Taylor hams, but if I get really famous or whatever, that's definitely what I would like people to send me in the mail. Pork roll. Lots of food references. This is just their life. There's nothing pretentious about Ween. Every song is different from the last. Every song is completely original, and they're all great tracks. They're all great songs. Some people find some offensive. Some people find it stupid and silly. If you can't get over that and hear the beautiful music coming from these guys, that's your problem. Awesome Sound, number 10. Number 9, Oh My Dear. Tell me where you came from. Was it heaven above? Oh my dear, I must be falling in love. Can you climb the sunny peaks of the fortress in mud? Oh my dear, I must be falling in love. Silly, almost jingle. Oh my dear. The voice in this one is kind of funny. So there's a lot of they definitely do a lot of pitch control, that sort of thing. And they speed songs up, slow it down. On the album, sometimes, like I said, it's almost unlistenable. Check it out live. Oh my dear is a very pretty track. Number 8 off The Pod, I'm going with She Fucks Me. Kind of greasy dude. Like, I met her at the Living Earth show. Across the room, the lights sank low. And we're together, and she really digs me. She fucks me. I love the version off of Live in Chicago, Ween's DVD. Hey, guys, release that on vinyl. I hope this video doesn't age well. I hope you guys, that's one of the next releases. Live in Chicago's version of this, you really get the sense of humor. This absolute deadbeat loser guy. But when we're together, she really digs me. She fucks me. Number 7, it doesn't actually come on every version of The Pod, but it is on this. It is on my version here, and it's The Stallion Part 2. The Stallion is a character in Ween songs. You'll see it on many of their posters. The Stallion. On my record player, I'll show you, I'm the Stallion. Mang. They did 5 songs, The Stallion Suite. In the video, I think it might be a fan-created video. It has Mr. Ed. This is the funniest of the Stallion songs, in my opinion. This cocky horse, or this cocky dude. I'm the Stallion. I'm the Stallion, Mang. And song number 6, of going with the original, The Stallion Part 1. There's a guy in Victoria who owns a small record store. I think his name is Jason. I remember talking to him about Ween. He's like, oh, I went and saw Ween once. All I can remember was, I am the stallion, mang. I am the stallion, mang. The song kicks off, belligerent son of a bitch, goddamn motherfucker. Do you know who you're fucking with? You're fucking with the stallion, mang. You're fucking with the goddamn stallion, mang. You're fucking with the stallion, mang. I would love to see the Stallion suite. They have done it a few times, Stallion 1 to 5 at the shows. I don't know if it's my favorite Stallion. You'll have to wait for the top 50 to find out. Great track. So for this to be on a 4-track, it's pretty incredible because it sounds like a lot more going on than just a 4-track. The atmosphere on this one is incredible. Number 5, I'm going with mononucleosis. Mononucleosis. So like I said, they had mono while this album was going on. The lyrics kind of spell it out. When he came into the pod, you told me that something was wrong. Said you wasn't having no more fun and you want to lick the sun. Couldn't say it was any fun. Oh, dude. Now you're on the couch. You can't even move your fucking head. You telling me that you wish that you were dead. Mono. If you have mono, I suggest you check out this song. Maybe you can relate. I did not understand or like this track for the longest time, and it's now it's number 5, the 5th best track on the pod from Ween. Number 4. 4 is a bit of a hit from the album, I guess. You know, in Weenland anyways. The song is Dr. Rock. Hard driving. I'm tired of modulating and articulating all the feelings that I have for you. Help me out for I need to shout it. Dr. Rock. Big Little Feat fan. Lowell George from Little Feat's known as the rock and roll doctor. So I always think about that when I listen to Dr. Rock from Ween. Dr. Rock comes in number 4, 4th best on the pod. Number 3 on the pod, I'm going to pork roll, egg and cheese. Early favorite of mine from Ween, especially from Ween live in Chicago. Easy track to play on the guitar. Once again, we're talking about the pork roll, egg and cheese, even though they sing about it in quite a few of their songs. When you've had your fun and your work is done, you must not succumb. So Mom, if you please, pass me the pork roll, egg and cheese on a Kaiser bun. So dynamic is life, staring into the sights, not right, but wrong in a good way. Number 2. Off of the pod, very Phil Collins track, Demon Sweat. Like I said, like a Phil Collins thing. I know he's really into Billy Joel. Gene Ween did a Billy Joel tribute show once or twice or a few times. His covers of Billy Joel are hilarious. Really good, actually. Kind of reminds me of that like 80s pop ballad Phil Collins is what it really reminds me of. Demon Sweat. The sky dripped in a demon sweat the night we met. Wrapped up in a blanket and I'm feeling wet. They said she flew from the goals in her life. Then she wet like blood from a knife. I'm here, and it's oh so clear now. This is one of the songs where Jeaner plays the piano. I'll go with 5 honorable mentions from the pod for this episode. Number 15th best off the pod. I'm going with Can You Taste the Waste? Number 14 is Captain Fantasy. This one's probably a lot higher on many, many lists. Number 13 is Sorry Charlie. That's another one where he's kind of talking his way through it. I'm so sorry, Charlie. Number 12, Strap On That Jammy Pack. Strap on your jammy pack. Great live track. Opens up the album and sets the mood. Strap on your jammy pack also comes up later on in an album, in a song. One of my favorite songs, actually, Beacon Light from the X-Files soundtrack. Beacon Light, which is the B-side of Foo Fighters' Walking After You. And number 11 for the best on the pod, I'm going with Don't Sweat It. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Don't Sweat It, for me, reminds me of the Ween Meltdown show in Vancouver in 2011, and I was standing right in front of Gene Ween as he had his the train wreck show. He was a little intoxicated. It actually led to the band taking a hiatus. He wrote a song about it on his solo album. There's some negative memories as well. Hard to see him up on the stage like that alone at the end. Don't Sweat It. He played in that encore, and you can see parts of it online. You could probably hear me wasted, screaming and trying to sing along. Brutal. I'm sorry again to whoever recorded that show, because I know I was responsible for screwing up the audio from singing so loud. Apologies. I was in a group with somebody that said that it was them that recorded it. They actually took it off of the internet because I screwed it up and I apologize. Number 1 off the pod. The best song on the pod is Frank.
Frank, give me a pork roll, egg, and cheese, if you please, with some gravy fries.
Live, Frank is such a killer track. I fell in love with this song, seeing them play it live at Terminal 5 in 2016. So it was their 4th show back after their hiatus. Incredible show. They played lots of great songs that night. And their version of Frank was incredible there. But if you're going to check out a version of Frank, I also saw them in Troutdale, Oregon in 2018, I want to say. That version of Frank is super greasy. Love the vocal effects they do on that one. Once again, remember to like, comment, subscribe below in the comments. Tell me what your top 10 that are the 10 best are from the pod. If you're not a Ween fan, tell me about how much you don't like Ween, because that other band is more pretentious. I'm sorry I'm a little low on facts and high on opinions. The next album is Pure Guava from Ween. Be sure to check out the channel for more episodes. Respect to Ween.